Spiritual awakening is not just about gaining insight, it's about letting go of the things that no longer serve you. When people begin their spiritual journey, they often find that they need to release old patterns and habits to make room for new growth and understanding. It's not an easy process, but letting go is essential to moving forward and living a life filled with peace, purpose, and alignment with your true self. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the 5 key habits spiritually awakened people let go of. These are the habits that, once released, pave the way for true transformation and clarity. Whether you're just starting your spiritual journey or are already on the path, recognizing and letting go of these habits can create space for a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. Let's jump right into the first habit. Habit 1: the need for external validation. One of the first things spiritually awakened people release is the need for external validation. So many of us grow up believing that our worth comes from how others perceive us. Whether it's approval from family, recognition from peers, or the praise of society, we often seek external validation to feel good about ourselves. This habit is deeply ingrained in most of us, but it's a heavy burden to carry. It leads to constant comparison, anxiety, and a sense of never being enough. Spiritually awakened people know that true self-worth comes from within. They let go of the need for others to validate their decisions, their worth, or their success. Instead, they tune into their own inner voice, trusting their intuition and recognizing that they are already complete, regardless of outside opinions. This shift from external to internal validation is liberating. It frees you from the endless cycle of trying to please others and allows you to live authentically. Letting go of the need for validation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of learning to trust yourself more and caring less about the judgments or opinions of others. Start by noticing when you're seeking approval or recognition from someone else. Ask yourself, is this what I truly want, or am I doing this to gain acceptance? Over time, this awareness will help you break free from the need for validation and move towards self-empowerment. Habit 2: holding on to grudges and resentment. The next habit spiritually awakened people let go of is holding on to grudges and resentment. We've all been hurt by someone at some point in our lives. Maybe someone betrayed your trust, treated you unfairly, or caused you emotional pain. Holding on to that hurt and resentment feels justified at the moment, but over time, it only harms you. Resentment is like a poison that slowly eats away at your peace of mind. It keeps you stuck in the past, reliving the pain, and blocks your ability to move forward. Spiritually awakened people understand that forgiveness is not about excusing someone's behavior, but about freeing themselves from the emotional weight of the past. They let go of grudges because they realize that holding on to them only creates suffering. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful acts of self-love. It doesn't mean you have to forget what happened or allow the person who hurt you back into your life. It simply means releasing the emotional charge that keeps you bound to that experience. Spiritually awakened people know that by letting go of resentment, they are creating space for healing, peace, and new opportunities. A simple but profound practice to begin letting go of resentment is to repeat the phrase, "I release this person, and I set myself free." You don't have to force forgiveness, just start with the intention to let go. Over time, your heart will begin to open, and the weight of those old grudges will lift. Habit 3: the illusion of control. One of the most difficult things for many people to let go of is the illusion of control. We often believe that if we just plan carefully enough, work hard enough, or try to manage every detail, we can control the outcome of our lives. But the truth is, life is unpredictable. Things rarely go exactly as planned, and trying to control every aspect of your life can lead to immense frustration and anxiety. Spiritually awakened people recognize that control is an illusion. They understand that while they can influence their circumstances, they cannot control everything. They learn to trust the flow of life, knowing that things happen in their own time and in their own way. By letting go of the need for control, they find freedom in the uncertainty of life. This doesn't mean spiritually awakened people stop caring or trying. It means they stop trying to force outcomes and learn to surrender to the natural flow of life. When you let go of control, you create space for unexpected opportunities, growth, and transformation. Life becomes less about resistance and more about acceptance. Next time you find yourself clinging tightly to control, take a step back and ask, what am I afraid of if I let go? Often the need for control is rooted in fear. When you face that fear head-on, you begin to see that life is not something to control, but something to experience fully. Spiritually awakened people trust that things will unfold as they are meant to, and in doing so, they find peace in the process. Habit 4. Negative self-talk. Another habit spiritually awakened people let go of is negative self-talk. The way we speak to ourselves shapes our reality. Many of us have a harsh inner critic that constantly tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. This negative self-talk can become a deeply ingrained habit that keeps us feeling stuck and unworthy. Spiritually awakened people realize that this inner dialogue is not the truth. They understand that these negative thoughts are often the result of conditioning, past experiences, or societal expectations. Instead of letting these thoughts dictate their self-worth, they choose to cultivate a kinder, more compassionate inner voice. Changing negative self-talk doesn't mean ignoring your flaws or pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing that your worth is not defined by your mistakes, your past, or your perceived shortcomings. Spiritually awakened people practice self-compassion, acknowledging that they are human and that growth and learning are part of the journey. Start by becoming aware of your inner dialogue. When you notice negative self-talk creeping in, pause and ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Replace it with a kinder, more empowering thought. Over time, you'll notice a shift in how you speak to yourself, and this positive inner dialogue will reflect in your outer world. Habit 5. Fear-based living. The final habit spiritually awakened people let go of is fear-based living. Fear is a natural emotion, but living in a constant state of fear holds you back from experiencing life fully. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown, these fears can keep you trapped in a small, limited version of yourself. Spiritually awakened people understand that fear is often a construct of the mind. They let go of fear-based thinking by trusting in the process of life and recognizing that challenges are opportunities for growth. They know that fear will always be present to some extent, but they choose not to let it control their actions or decisions. When you release the habit of fear-based living, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities. You begin to take risks, follow your passions, and live a life that's true to you, rather than one dictated by fear. Spiritually awakened people embrace the unknown, knowing that every step forward, even into uncertainty, brings them closer to their authentic selves. A powerful practice for overcoming fear is to face it with curiosity rather than avoidance. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Often, our fears are exaggerated, and when we bring them into the light, they lose their power. Spiritually awakened people step into their fears, knowing that on the other side is freedom and growth. Now that you know the 5 habits spiritually awakened people let go of, it's time to reflect. Which habit do you resonate with the most? Are there any of these patterns that you're ready to release? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey matters, and by sharing, you help inspire others on their path as well. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and join our community. We're all on this spiritual journey together, and there's so much more to explore. Share this video with someone who might need to hear this message, and let's continue to spread light, love, and positive energy. Thank you for watching. Remember, spiritual awakening is not just about adding more to your life. It's about letting go of what no longer serves you so that you can live with greater peace, purpose, and clarity.